What is going on to you, Pisces? You Pisces actually have the 10 of Ariel, 3 of Michael, and then you have the Page of Ariel. A lot of you Pisces may be getting to know people short term, and you just kind of on point, they're not really going to be in it for the right reasons. So you basically left them alone. And the 8 of Gabriel and the 9 of Gabriel here for you, Pisces, represents how you just pretty much know what type of time it is. The 8 of Gabriel represents you, Pisces, don't want to deal with people whom you can tell from the very beginning it's not really going to be a very long lasting functional relationship. Because I'm giving y'all a game, the way that people pick and choose relationships is intellectually dishonest. Show and prove. It's like this example of you go to a local Home Depot, right? Just follow me in this example. You go to a local Home Depot. You have the choice of your favorite color and something that's not a favorite color of yours. Because of the fact that you have a choice, if it's the same quality, the same good quality, and you have many different choices to choose, because it's your place, you will choose the curtain, so to speak, or the shade that is your favorite color. Why? They are all same quality, and it's just that this one just happens to be your favorite color, right? For me, my favorite color is blue, right? For you, whatever your favorite color is, right? Boom, you need another curtain. You go back to the Home Depot. You don't see your favorite color anymore. You just have one or two favorite colors. Excuse me, not one or two favorite colors. One or two colors, but they are not your favorite color. Now, you could leave the store. What do? If you choose, if you choose, immediately leave the store, intellectually dishonest. Why? Because what happens is that I just showed and proved that people how you Pisces think proves the point of why you Pisces left people. You are leaving people because you realize they are projecting what they want onto you. They're not actually getting to know you. Because the correct answer is, or a correct answer is, you check the quality of those two curtains, right? In the example, yes, those two curtains may not necessarily be your favorite color, but you're checking for quality. If they are just as good as the curtain that you got in quality, you will pick that. You will either pick that, or you'll go through looking at another at another looking at another Home Depot. But that's my point. You will only go through the time to look at another Home Depot because getting the same particular color is more important to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Meaning that you prioritize the preference over the actual quality of the person, which means what? It's a projection. And this is why a lot of you Pisces don't want to be in relationships with these people, and that's why you're leaving, right? 8 of Gabriel, 9 of Gabriel, because you Pisces are understanding that people only are choosing up on you based upon their preferences, not based upon whom you actually are on the inside, right? All of these goofy preferences upon how people choose that you hear on these podcasts, all of it is intellectual slop. All of it is intellectual slop. You don't choose somebody based upon how much money they have. That is still a projection. You choose the only metric on if you choose someone, the only metric, not metric, that metric, the only metric on if you decide if you like somebody is their character. No exceptions. And I can show and prove that. Give me time. Because Why I'm saying that is because of this situation here. You Pisces can see it on individuals. You're getting to know them, but as you begin to ask them questions, or as you ask them questions, they're not your type. They don't like you for your character. They're not actually trying to get to know you for real, for real. You can tell that they thought of this story of who you are in their head, and that's why they like you. They're projecting their image that they think you are, as opposed to who you actually are. Who am I? I'm an individual that says things straight up, no chaser. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like me. And you know the reason why a lot of people don't like me? A lot of people don't like me because I do not play the political game. I don't play the political correctness. I don't toe the party line. An individual who says that they like me is going to have to understand that coming into the relationship, or at least getting to know me and getting to know my character, getting to know the way that I think, enough to be able to understand, oh, Kareem does not toe the party line. Therefore, if I am going to be with this person, I need to accept this about Kareem, that he does not toe the party line. So is this something that I legitimately want? People are not judging you based upon that. And so the 8 of Raphael and the 4 of Raphael here represents, this is the reason why it is that you're walking away. There's something missing, and the something that's missing is you see it, the falsehood. They don't like you for who you actually are. They don't like you, Pisces, for this or for that about yourself. They like you based upon the story that they have up in there. Show and prove my point, right? The reason why it is I like this Aquarius so much, right? Or used to. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But they turn out to be somebody different, right? Is, or it wasn't them, is because I can articulate it. I know what I'm talking about. The reason why it is I like this Aquarius is because I saw something in that Aquarius that I liked, their character. And I've talked about this before. Originally, they looked good. And to be truthful with you, I could have taken it or leaving it if the person would have, of course, consented. But I would have taken it or leaving it, if the person consented. Eat a plate of food, if you catch my drift, right? But what had me want to stay and find out more was I saw an individual who raises other people up, encourages other people at the time, raises other people up, encourages other people, gave out sandwiches to the homeless. That is essentially what drew me to that person, because what I thought I was seeing was an individual that was something special. Magnanimity, magnanimity is when you come up, or when you're on a very powerful position, you don't use that position to lower other people due to, this delusion that you think that you're going to somehow lose your disposition, or some sort of fear, or whatever the case may be. You actually raise people up. Yeah, that's called magnanimity. And magnanimity is actually a trait that they look for in sainthood in religion, in specifically the Christian religion. In order for you to be considered or ordained, at least according to them, I post a video up in the comment section. I'm not lying about this. Just let me know if you want to see it. I'll show it to you. I'll drop the link in the comment section. Magnanimity is something that they want. It's something that they look for in order to be ordained as a saint. So I thought I was looking at an individual who had magnanimity, a trait about them, because a lot of people in today's world don't like individuals that are coming up. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of people want to be the only one, not even just head and shoulders, miles high above everybody else, and everybody, while they just look at other people like ants and stuff like this. And so that's why you Pisces don't like these individuals. That's why it seems like you're running through them. That's why you Pisces aren't really interested in them long term. And so the thing about it is that the Ace of Gabriel here represents, you know why it is that you don't like them. But other people wouldn't understand because they are not built for it. Even with you, right? People will project things onto you. Oh, you know, XYZ or whatever. They don't really know you like that because they don't want to, because they don't want to accept it about themselves of their own intellectual dishonesty. That's all that is. And so now the justice here and the King of Raphael, right, represents how this is a situation for you, Pisces, where the justice card really is about, that's the reason why it is that you know how you pick and choose the people whom, that's how it is that you'll know when you found the right one. Can they actually get to know you, Pisces, and not the projection that they have onto you? Do you understand what I'm saying? Not the projection, not the dysfunction of what they thought you are, who you actually are, based upon examining you, aka vetting you, aka getting to know you. That's what it is. And so the King of Raphael here represents, and you're a lot more in control of yourself than what it is that other people give you credit for. And that right there is why a lot of people underestimate you. They think that you Pisces don't know what you're doing. They think that you don't know what you want. That's what's happening. You do know what you want. That's the reason why you don't want to be with them. How many people have projected onto you? What I mean when I say projected, an example of a projection is the way that a lot of people pick and choose, for example, nowadays, right? They may pick you because they think that you have some sort of social status and whatever the case may be. But they're not actually in love with you. They're not actually willing to get to know you. They're not looking for whom you are on the inside, right? They're looking to see if you have some sort of social status. And in their perception, they are standing next to a celebrity. They're a groupie. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're not actually interested in who you Pisces really are. What are your likes, your dislikes? What are components of your character? What do you like? What's your favorite color? What do you like? What don't you like? Why you don't like it? Why you do like it? How, what is the way that you think? Why do you think that way? What is your train of thought? What kind of order of thinking do you think as, right? Relationships do not go that deep. The examinations and the examinations and the vetting does not go that far. When you hear people, most people, tell me if I'm lying in the comment section, Pisces. When most people pick and choose people to be in relationships with, it is very much so based upon an element of convenience. It is a convenient relationship. It is based upon convenience. Most people pick and choose relationships based upon convenience. This is why I keep saying that love pays the bills, because the love that I so speak of, that a lot of people are not actually putting into practice, which means that they're charlatans, they're fakes, is what you need in order to actually give you sincerity. The love makes you sincere, not you saying it. The actual love and the care and the ability to see a person's value for whom they actually really are, not the projection that you have as your false perception that is imprinted onto them, it is the teacher. It is the teacher. It is the process. It is because you learn that about yourself when you engage with a person based upon this and you are with that person. You realize that if you are in a relationship with that person, then that's whom an aspect of whom you are. That's what they truly mean, or an aspect of what they mean when they say like attracts like. If you, like what you Pisces are doing, can't be in a relationship with individuals, is because you are not picking people based upon intellectual dishonesty. That's why you can't be with them, because they would pick you based upon intellectual dishonesty, and you can't pick and choose them based upon intellectual dishonesty. Why is it that you think two lowly people can be in a relationship with one another? Because they're both lowly. That's the common trait about their character that they have. They are both enjoying the fact that they are intellectually dishonest and they are projecting onto each other. That's why they don't get along for a very long amount of time. Let's clarify the King of Raphael. Scorpio energy, Six of Swords, Temperance, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. So these three cards right here, to clarify the King of Raphael, which is the King of Cups, you being in control of yourself. The Scorpio energy, Six of Swords, and the Temperance, you just don't want to play the game anymore. You Pisces don't want to play the game. You don't want to act like you're going to be with someone who keeps projecting their own false perceptions about whom you are that they created for you in their head. You don't want them to keep projecting that onto you. And so that's the reason why it is that you, Pisces, will leave them, because you know they're not actually really getting to know you. This is the reason why it is that you could be with someone, or I could be with someone, for instance, and they'll say things like, oh, you gonna go and be with somebody else or whatever. They're not getting to actually know me. They're talking to the projection of whom they are projecting onto me. That's not who I actually am. I'm very devoted as far as when I get myself into a relationship. And then not only that too, but I would prefer to be with one individual. Why? Because I am consumed and totally focused on trying to be as best as I can possibly be. Going and getting with someone else when I already have someone is redundant to me, and it's quite stupid. And to be quite frank, it's stupid. It's useless. Why would I go look for someone when I literally have someone already? That's time that I could have been using to empower myself. Now I'm using it to go chase up on after someone when I have someone right at the crib. All I got to do is just go home. Why would I take time away from boxing to go chase up some more tail when I already have tail waiting at the house for me? But the mere fact that the person is projecting that onto me proves this is why I can't be with that individual. Because the arguments, the stupidity of it all, the arguments of why am I getting the argument, not the projection. I am getting the argument, not the projection. I gotta deal with the dysfunction, not the projection. The projection is the projection is I'm going with somebody else. Same thing with you, Pisces, whatever projection they made. And that's the reason why you Pisces don't like them. The Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands here for you, Pisces, represents how, and so what's going on here is the Five of Pentacles, you would try to offer people a chance you would try to offer people a chance to actually get to know you, Pisces, and they wouldn't take it. They are only interested in dealing with the projected, assigned perception that they have for you, assigned already. Some people talk about, I'm a player, I'm going out, and I'm just looking at this, I'm just like, yo, like stop playing. Like, the last individual who I had romantic fun with was last year. Prior to that, 2016. Like, stop playing with me. Like, you're like, again, like, you're dealing with delusions. Like, you're projecting. So that's it, Pisces. I hope I really read y'all. You know, I hope I'm correct. Let me know in the comment section. I'm sure you will. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. We're at 29,230 some odd subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Peace, Pisces.